What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to another video. So I'm back down at the Gold Coast today and we're just doing a good old catch and cook. We're going to be catching our own bait, trying to catch as many fish as we can and then cooking them up at the end of the day. We'll probably end up catching an eel, a catfish and a flathead, but I'll take it. So let's start cast netting and hopefully we can catch some bait for the rest of the day. First cast, probably all the bait that we need. Some nice potty mullet and silver biddies and even a whiting. We'll go take them back to the jetty. So I just got the drone up in the air at the moment and I just wanted to set the scene a bit and show you all where we're actually going to be fishing today. Now this right here is the Gold Coast Canals and it is a tidal zone. It does lead out to the ocean's just over that way. And they've dug out all of these little paths and put houses all around them, and it's crazy to think because I've gone fishing in here all my life and I've caught bull sharks. Off this one jetty in particular, I've caught a 1.5 meter bull shark. Just over at that jetty, a 54 centimeter mangrove jack, heaps of pike eels, heaps of flathead. So I'm gonna get this drone back in and we're gonna start heading out in the tinny. Alright, so we've just hooked up here. I'm hoping it isn't a stingray and it's something good. But to be honest with you,
feels stingy.
Yeah.
Hope it's a pike eel.
You know you're getting desperate when you're saying I hope it's a pike eel.
Hope it's a catfish. Damn.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, look at those barbs, 2 of them at the back. All right, we'll get it back in the water.
Oh, there's your rod going.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So we just released that stingray, and then this, oh. This could be a good fish here, actually. So we've just hooked up again here. We just got that stingray back in the water. Yeah, this one's coming in way easier. We're hoping that it's not a stingray.
What do you think?
It's actually like running really hard. Felt more fishier at the start. Get the other line back in the water. Maybe by the time we release this one, there'll be another stingray on. Jump out of the water or something, so I know you're not a stingray. Oh, there we go. Oh my,
Beautiful.
my favorite. You know what they say, 2 stingrays are better than 1. But we're gonna get this guy back in the water, move spots, because as much as I do love catching stingrays, there's more pike eels in this river, so I'm gonna go try and catch one. Alright. Oh, God, better than laters, buddy. Alright, so we just got back to the jetty right now, and although we only did catch those 2 stingrays, we're going to have a bit of a flick off here, see if we can catch anything else. And before we left, we actually set some crab pots. Chucked a bit of mullet in there that we caught in the cast net. So we're going to check them now, and hopefully we got a big mud crab in there that we can cook up as well. Pretty cool thing about the Gold Coast Canals is you can actually just catch your own food right off the deck. You don't have to go down to the shopping center or anything. I've caught multiple mud crabs, like really big ones as well, because people don't know that they're in here. They think they're in the mangroves and stuff. Nothing in this one, but we got 2 more to check. Hasn't been touched, that's all right. Final pot. Oh, yes. We got one. Oh, look at the claw. That's a male. We got a big mud crab. There we go. He's lost a swimmer. Take a look at the size of that tiny claw right there, and then this massive one over the other side. So what would have happened, not many people know that if these mud crabs actually lose their claws, they can actually grow them back. So this one would have lost it a couple months ago. He's got a little baby one coming through there, but it only takes about 8 to 10 months for these guys to get legal size. And 15 centimeters being the legal size for these male mud crabs, he's half a centimeter over, and I think that he is going to be lunch. That's not too bad. So I'm sure some of you guys would actually live down here on the canals at the Gold Coast, or any canals for that matter, and it's definitely worth it just investing in a crab pot from your local fishing shop, because we managed to catch this guy in a couple hours while we were out putting a dent in the stingray population. I definitely prefer eating a mud crab over a stingray, that's for sure. But we're going to chuck this guy in the bucket just like that. He can sit there for now. Then we're going to get the fishing rods, have a bit of a flick, and hopefully catch something else that we can add to the seafood buffet. So since I've been catching so many fish off the back deck recently, you can see it just down there, I thought it would be a good idea to not only catch my own food, but to also grow my own food in these little raised garden beds right here. So I'm just going to chuck a couple things in this bowl and make a bit of a crab salad. That's all cleaned up right there. Look at that, all that meat that'll be in that claw. Now we'll just go chuck it and boil it up. Wait about 11 minutes and they should be good to chuck in that salad. Look at that, already starting to turn orange. Now we'll just turn that off, it's done cooking, and we'll just take it out. Chuck it into some cold salt water, and there is the big one. Now we'll just leave that for a couple minutes till it cools down, and then we'll put it into the salad. Well, yeah, not a bad day if you ask me. The weather was absolutely terrible this morning, raining, but it's cleared up. We managed to catch those stingrays this morning and this mud crab right off the jetty. As you can see, I've cooked up this mud crab looking perfect right there, and got a salad right here. But everyone's been asking me to do more stingray videos and some underwater footage, so I thought I might show you a video that you might not have seen yet that I think you guys would really like. Alrighty everyone, so I'm out here in the mangroves once again, and I'm walking down this creek and I'm looking for stingrays. Now today's mission is going to be a bit of a dangerous one. By the end of the day, I'm going to be attempting to catch a stingray with my bare hands, teach you a bit about it, and then send it on its way. If you've watched my channel for a while, since I was a lot younger, you'll know what's up about this video. The true fans will know. Now, stingrays are a very dangerous species. They're not something you want to be messing around with, so do not try this at home. I've worked and studied these animals for years. I know their behavior. I'm not going to just go around jumping on every stingray. I'm going to study the animal. I'm going to watch its behavior, watch its movements underneath the water, and if I feel comfortable, then I'm going to jump on it. But I'm going to start walking up through these mangroves, hopefully find a stingray, jump on it, and get it up close to the camera. There's a stingray sitting just up here. I'm gonna try to sneak up on it. Oh, there it goes. That's all right, there's so many more out here, so we'll just keep trying. Alright, so while I was kayaking around, just here behind me, I've actually spotted a little stingray trapped in a little tide pool. The tide's pushed out, it's been stuck in here, it's got spots all over it, it's a really beautiful stingray. So what I'm going to do is grab him, teach you a bit about him, and then get him out of this tide pool so he doesn't die. Look at him right here. Look at him, just cruising up this little tide pool. Got to be careful of that barb at the back there, but this is actually so cool right now. Oh. Stay very still and he won't harm me. Yeah, there we go. I got him. So this is a stingray right here. He's got a nice sized barb on the back, so I'm gonna have to be very careful. I'll just try pick him up. Oh, come on, bud, calm down. I do not feel like getting stung right about now, but take a look at that. This little fella was trapped in this tide pool right here. I'm gonna keep him in the water, get him out in a second, being very cautious of this barb. That is actually such a good looking stingray. Now, the reason why this guy, calm down, buddy. The reason why he would have been trapped up here is he would have been looking for food, going around when the tide was higher, looking for crustaceans, little fish and everything. And as the tide went out, he would have got trapped in this little tide pool. So within a matter of hours, the tide would have gone down and this stingray would have died. But I reckon we get this guy back in the water and keep on looking for ones that I can actually catch with my bare hands. I wouldn't really call this catching it. All right, buddy, let's get you back in the water. Off he goes, swimming off that way. See you, buddy. Don't get trapped in any more tide pools, preferably. Over the past 5 years of exploring Australia, I've seen some pretty epic places and caught some pretty epic fish. But there's something about this creek system right here that always seems to bring me back. Last time I was out here, I went snorkeling in this pool behind me and saw the biggest freshwater eel I have ever seen. This thing is a true river monster. So the plan for today, I'm gonna get in there, go snorkeling with it, see if I can get up close to it. So I'm gonna start exploring, dive deep into this pool behind me here, get the drone up in the air, and hopefully we'll be able to find some river monsters lurking in the shallows. After about 5 minutes of snorkeling in this crystal clear pool right here, I managed to find the big eel that I was looking for. He'd have to be up over 1.5 meters long. He's absolutely huge. These long-finned eels are very slow-growing animals, so not only to find one this big, but to go snorkeling with it in such a crystal clear little pool. But being that big and old, he's equally as smart, and as soon as I started shoving the GoPro in his face, he took off and went into this little rock cave, which I started shoving sticks in it, and I couldn't even reach the back of it. So it'd be cool to see what else is living in there. I just wanted to let you all know that in the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna be finally releasing my new merch, and I just wanted to let you all know that once I've released it, I'm gonna be doing a heap of competitions, a heap of giveaways. So if you wanna be a part of them, and if you wanna win some of my merch and other stuff, make sure you be subscribed to the channel, because this is only going to be for the people who actually watch my videos and are subscribed. So if that's you, stay tuned. But I just wanted to say thank you so much. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I really hope you enjoyed this video. A bit of a different one, crab salad. I've never made that before. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you again in the next adventure.